Hello again. If you're just tuning in, this is Game On. I'm Nick.
And I'm John. Amnesia is a horror first-person perspective game and was released to critical acclaim 3 years ago. Very recently, a sequel had just been released. This is our review for Amnesia, A Machine for Pigs. Have you ever wondered what it's like being a pig lined up for the slaughter? Wandering through a machine so vast, you have no idea what purpose it serves, or why you're even there. Amnesia, A Machine for Pigs, is a survival horror game that places you in the life of Oswald Mandus, who can't remember where he is, but he knows that he must find his children. This game instills a real feeling of impending doom. You'll become so lost in a machine that can get so loud, you sometimes can't even think. Fans of the first game might find this a bit lackluster. The game has an infinite lantern, and no collectibles other than some scraps of paper. People who are too scared to play the original should pick this one up, because this game has very few jump scares. The real monster in the room is the giant machine you're traversing through. This game can be a bit simple at times. Puzzles are extremely simple. You got a broken machine? The new spark plug is probably right behind you. All in all, this game is very good at freaking you out. So if you want a fun, creepy time, look no further than Amnesia, A Machine for Pigs. We give this game 8 pig masks out of 10.
Very scary games.
Yeah.
Oh my, it's just the tension. It builds up, and after a certain point, it stresses you out so much that you just have to stop and just walk away.
Yeah, I hate I hate cheap jump scares, because jump scares are the easiest thing in the world to do. It's just throw something up on the screen and just have like a really loud chord play or something. But games like Amnesia, the reason I love them is because there's they do such a good job of setting up the atmosphere, and it really makes it uncomfortable to play.
So
What?
We're going on to the next discussion.
Oh, wait, no. Okay.
I said how was the hand?
Well, we're trying to talk. Jeez. Just want us to leave? All right, we're gonna come back in a little bit. I need to change. I can't work in these conditions.
It's getting kind of sweaty. It's getting a little hot in here.
A little sweaty?
A little sweaty.
A little sweaty.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, basically they were trying to emulate Steam's setup, where you just purchase the license to play the game and you install it. The only problem with that is that the Xbox is wholly a gaming machine, whereas when you download Steam on your computer, you can do a million other things, so you don't have to just stick to buying licenses for games. You can download games from other third-party, Uplay for Ubisoft, Origin for EA. There were a bunch of different distributors and different programs, whereas with the Xbox, it would have just been Xbox One's store. Yeah. It would be like having to deal with the Xbox Live store.
It would have been like a locked down kind of ecosystem sort of thing.
And you'd have to pay, and it would be not, there wouldn't be competitive prices. The reason why Steam works is because there is EA. You could just buy it from a different, buy it from Amazon, and they give you a Steam code to redeem it.
Distributors.
And you can buy it from all these different distributors. And that keeps the prices competitive. With the Xbox One, it'll only be Xbox, it'll only be Microsoft, so you pay whatever they want you to pay in Microsoft points, not even real money.
I feel my favorite point during all of E3 was actually when PlayStation was giving their entire spiel on their new console, and it basically said, we have none of the things that the Xbox One has. They just had a list of it. We don't have to have you hooked up to the internet all the time. You don't have to buy a separate entity like the Kinect and have that hooked up all the time. You can operate without that. You can lend to your friends your games and things like that.
And because of that, Microsoft had backtracked. They did say, oh, we heard you. We're not doing any of that. But a lot of people think it's disingenuous because it took the release of the PS4 to make them back off from all these claims and to make them be like, oh, you really don't have to connect to the Kinect in order to play on the Xbox One, even though, they said that's the only way you could.
So I think the Xbox, I thought Microsoft has kind of caught a lot of flack just for all this stuff, almost unfairly so. It was almost like the internet community.
Yeah.
They had this toxic image
Well-
of Microsoft.
Yeah, what happens on the internet is you say something, and then somebody's like, "That's a good idea. I'm going to say it," and then it just kind of
Yeah.
steamrolls.
People ignore the actually innovative things that the Xbox One was going to do, like the Xbox family game sharing sort of thing, where you could add 10 accounts to your account, and then when you weren't playing those games, you would the people who had access, who were linked to your account, they'd be able to play your games. I thought that was a really cool idea.
Steam is implementing that with their OS apparently,
Yeah,
in a different sense, but they've taken a page from Microsoft's book.
Yeah, almost as if you could say kind of a reaction to the backlash that Microsoft got, because people were starting to think because people started to realize well, this Microsoft DRM is kind of dumb, but wait a minute, Steam has as bad, if not more so, DRM than Microsoft. We just like you more because you give us cheaper games.
That's true.
It was very innovative. They had so many updates, and for some people, those who could easily afford it, it was good for them, and they enjoyed these updates. But it was more of an entertainment console than an actual gaming console, because they're like, you can watch movies easier, or you can go on YouTube easier, and it's like, can I play my games easier? Apparently not. It's a lot more difficult now. And it's it all depended on whether you could afford it as a luxury rather than, be one of those have to work 365 days a year in order to be able to afford the console.
Yeah. To wrap things up, I would just say that the Xbox definitely has because of all these kind of rollbacks, it feels like Microsoft they had a vision for this console, and now it feels like they listened too much to fans, and now they don't know what they want to do.
The Xbox One is going to be the weak release of this generation, and they're going to have to do something in order to pick it back up, as opposed to being the leader since last generation.
Yeah.
I have hope. I'm still Microsoft. I love the Xbox. The entire thing.
All right. Well, that is Game On, and I'm Nick.
I'm John.
And I'm Steph.
And remember to game on.